Yo, what's going on, everybody? I'm back once again with another episode of Get It Together with Big Maul. And as always, I pray that you guys have been safe, been healthy, um, been doing all the right things, and have been talking to God, getting closer to God, and just living your life the best way possible, man. For sure, for sure. Um, but yeah, man, how y'all been? How y'all been? What y'all been up to, man? Let me know. Hit me up in the comments, the inbox, whatever the case is, man. Let's jump right into this episode because I got a lot to talk about on this topic. Listen, man, the are finally over. Thank God, because man, I'll tell you this: I'm tired of watching the ads. I was tired of the ads. I was tired. I'm watching TV or I'm on YouTube, and boom, there's Kamala. Boom, there's Trump, or vice versa. There's Trump, then there's Kamala, and I'm like, yo, um, being 31 years old, man, I have never been more curious and involved in elections and just political stuff in general now more than I've ever been. Back when I was younger, man, I wasn't as knowledgeable and I wasn't as aware of the impacts of who we elect, well, the kind of impacts that could take place on account of who we put in that office as American people, who we elected in that office, man. I just didn't think up that far, man. But as I've gotten older, man, and just did my research and paid attention at everyday life and prices and all types of things that change, that fluctuate, it's very I found out that it's very important about who we elect, and president, mayor, secretary, officers, all of those different things, man. Um, whether it's president of the United States or the sheriff of your city, very very important who we elect in these seats and who we have kind of like overseeing everything, man, and controlling everything. Who's on that front line as far as decision making and getting things in order, for us humans, for us civilians. We don't, I never thought that far, and now I do. And I'm gonna tell you what, man, I don't get into political arguments. I don't hop in the comments, you know what I'm saying, and go back and forth with people when I feel offended. I don't have these debates with people in person because I want to tell you that I'm right and I'm going to tell you that you're wrong, simply because of who I voted for and the whole nine. Like, I don't get into that. I've never been that type of person. And even now, with being as knowledgeable as I am about, um, political officials and stuff, no, still not. Still not. I'm still not that guy because um, it's not that I don't care enough, but I'm not going to get right. I'm not going to let someone else's opinions and their views that differentiate from mine get me to a place where I'm irate and I'm belligerent and I can't think straight. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to throw my energy off. I'm not allowing that. And I'm not going to type my opinions. I'm not going to sit here and write these paragraphs on Facebook about how I feel and why you're wrong and et cetera, et cetera. No. No, 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 no. But I do hope that all of you guys that can vote, that you went out there and you voted. You know what I'm saying? Whoever you voted for, hope you did vote. And I'm gonna tell you another thing, man. You know, President Trump, Donald Trump, he's not officially the president. He's not officially in this seat yet, but he will be. He will be our next president. And whether you like it or not, that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Now, what's important now, moving forward, is just him doing what he said that he was going to do. Um, I will say this. Um, I was listening to the Breakfast Club, and Charlamagne the God said, we may not like who's in the seat. Some of us may not like who's in the seat. And but there's nothing you can do about that. The people voted, the people spoke, and that's who our next president is. So now we have to just pray that he does right by us. And he also said, I feel like we should all want one thing: to live better, for our world to feel safe, to have more money in our pockets. Those two things, ultimately help us live better. You know what I'm saying? We feel better. Anybody feels good when they got some money in their pocket. Now, money doesn't erase all problems. You can still get sick. You can have millions in a bank account and you can drop dead today. You know what I'm saying? But having money, does eliminate problems such as buying groceries. It does eliminate problems such as affording health care. It does eliminate uh problems like paying bills. You know what I'm saying? You get your bills paid, you got food in your house, you got clothes on your back, you got gas in your car, you can pay your bills and all this other stuff. Then guess what? You're okay. You're doing good. You know what I'm saying? And for us feeling safe, like there's no terrorists, no one just shooting up the schools. We feel safe. We want to feel protected. And that should be our main goal. Never mind that the person that you voted for didn't win. Kamala didn't win, and it is what it is. So now we just have to we have work to do. You know what I'm saying? Um I just want peace for the entire world, not just the United States, for the entire world, man. I want peace. I want people to um be able to afford necessities and just feel safe, feel protected. We're not going to get harmed. We're not going to get attacked. And we can send our kids to school without worrying about there being a mass shooting. We want to be able to go out to public events and not worry about a foreigner, someone from somewhere else coming and shooting up the event simply because they do not like us, we're at war, etc., etc. That is my main concern. Those are my main concerns right there. And you know um but I will say this, man. And I see it all the time. I saw it I saw it now. I saw it in 2020, I saw it in 2016. Man, look, you guys, some of you guys, and by guys I mean, men and women. Some of you guys, man, um you do need to check yourself. And I say that because you can have your stance. You can choose who you want to vote for and who you want to stand for America. That's your right. That's your right, and you vote for who you vote for. But a lot of people do need to do some soul searching. The amount of ignorance that I've seen, even before, the election was over, the amount of ignorance that I've seen from people that I know, you know, personally. Not people that I just know on the internet, not just online friends. These are people that I know. These are people that I can go in Walmart and see. You know what I'm saying? These are people that I went to school with. Very, very ignorant, man. And it's a shame, man. I sound like my grandma saying that, but no, it truly is. It's a shame the way that people can be just very, very nasty and very, very petty, and the amount of hatred that people have been putting out ever since Kamala lost. Um, just calling her out of her name and this and that, all these different things, man, uncalled for, unnecessary, and just calling people stupid. If you didn't vote for Trump, if you didn't vote for Kamala, if you didn't do this, you're stupid. You deserve to die. You etc. etc. Man, I'm not even going to repeat half of those things, but because you get the gist of what I'm saying. But it's like, yeah, we got some soul searching to do, because if we want peace, if we want, just we're supposed to want, love for everyone. If we want those things, then they got to start inside of us. If you want peace, if you want love, if you want to feel protected, if you want just all of these different things, yes, you have to practice those things. The person you voted for, if you voted for Trump and he won, yeah, okay, then you're feeling great. You're feeling amazing. If you voted for Kamala and she lost, it doesn't feel good, because the person that you wanted in office will not be there. But regardless, there is no point in being just so nasty and stooping down to a level that you claim that you're that you're above. And a lot of these people are like supposed to be church going people. These are people that said that they are, well, they try to make it seem like they're holier than thou. They try to make it seem like they're just these amazing, perfect people, true followers of Christ, and then they go out here and they act this way and they say these certain things, and being very dismissive of others' opinions. And like I said, you can agree to disagree. You don't have to agree on everything. You don't have to stand with this person just because that person is your friend or your family member or your spouse. You don't have to stand with them because of the ties or the relationships that you have with them, but you can still be respectful. You can still be respectful. You don't have to gloat. You don't have to say, little things because who they wanted, was not chosen by the people. And so, it's just embarrassing, man. It's embarrassing because let's say I vote for a certain official, a certain city official. We can say sheriff. If I vote for the sheriff, and then there's all these other sheriffs on the ballot, and my sheriff does not win, or if my sheriff does win, and I'm just rubbing it in people's faces, and I'm saying that's exactly what you guys should have voted for him anyways. I knew he was gonna win. You guys suck. You guys are this. You guys like. I'm not that type of person. We don't gloat. You know what I'm saying? We don't. We don't bask in that way. We rejoice. We thank God, and then we get to work. Now the work begins. Now the work begins. And I was the type of person that I'm like Trump. Like when Trump was elected president in 2016, I'm like Trump. Oh no, this guy is just someone that he went bankrupt before. Oh, he had a reality show. This and this. I don't trust him. He gets online and he says the most pettiest things. He can't represent. Like, I was saying all these different things, man. All of these different things, and rightfully so. I had my opinion. Um, you know, but one thing's for sure, two things for certain. God is in control, and I had to let myself know that no matter who is elected president, I'm not going to put all of my faith and all of my trust in these people. My faith, my trust, my strength, my love, my perseverance, everything comes from the Lord. It comes from a higher place, higher than earth. The earth can't touch this place, and with that being said, I'm not going to be afraid. I'm not going to allow myself to, because we don't know. We don't know. Trump has made promises, but we don't know what's going to happen in the next 4 years. But I put my faith and my trust in God these next 4 years. You know what I'm saying? I put my faith and trust in him the rest of my life. But as far as the presidency goes, oh nah, man. I want Trump to do right. I want him to be a great president. I want him to have empathy. I want him to be a better version of himself than he was in 2016. All of those great things, right? But if things continue to go south, I'm still placing my faith in God because he ain't let me down yet, and he won't. You know what I'm saying? So, it's just one of those things where, man, we all won't change, but I feel like we can all agree that we all want, we want protection, we want money in our pockets, and we want peace and love. I feel like we can all agree on that. Everyone. I don't care who you voted for, or if you didn't vote because you didn't like anybody. You didn't like either or. I feel like we all want the same thing. So now we gotta pray. And now we can do the work in our communities, man. We can do the work in our communities, whether it be toy drives or canned goods drives, clothes, whether it's just doing a cleanup, organizing a group to clean up or do things for the homeless, go to shelters. There's so much work that we can do ourselves to help our communities better. And you don't want to post it for some type of camaraderie. You don't want to post those things for to be given kudos and a pat on the back. But I say, yeah, post what you're doing to inspire the next person, and then inspire the next person, and it just there's a ripple effect. I say post it for those reasons. Don't post it for the self-recognition. No, post it so that you can encourage others to do their part in their communities. They say one band, one sound, correct? So why don't we do that? Why don't we do the things that we can do right here where we are to make this world a better place? We shouldn't have to wait for anyone else to do so. Now, we can't control gas prices. We can't control grocery prices. There are things that we can't do. There are things that we can't control. And, you know, it's upsetting. But then that's where we pray that things, go in the direction of positivity. They go in the direction of our favor, which are lower gas prices, which are lower groceries and affordable housing and all of those different things, you know. But we can start with right around us. We can make our communities look better, you know. We can create a safe environment for our kids. We can do a lot of things in our communities, and not wait for a certain mayor to get elected, or not wait for a certain president to get elected, or sheriff to get elected. We can do more than just sit and talk and wish or want for change. There are some things that we can spark the change, and we may not completely change it, but we can spark the change, and we can leave our imprint. And like I said, it can be a ripple effect, and the next thing you know, now this community is doing it, and now this community is doing it, and now it's on the news. It's worldwide news now. People are seeing this across the world, and we are all trend setting and continuing to impact the next. And I feel like that's very important, and I feel like that's very doable. You know what I'm saying? And I hope that that does happen. But as far as Mr. Donald Trump, I just pray that he gets into this office. He listens to our concerns, and he makes those necessary changes for the people, because the people put him in that seat. So make those changes and have empathy, have care, have love, have respect, and just do the right things, man. If you are a true follower, a believer in Christ, then you will do the right things. You know what I'm saying? So, we shall see. But as for me and my house, we gonna serve the Lord. Okay? Every day. Happy Veterans Day, man. And have a great week. Be safe. I love y'all. Thank y'all. And as always, I will catch y'all next week. Peace.